Hi, I'm Mark Levitt, and welcome to another stimulating episode of Bad Lyrics. Today my focus is the music of Elton John and Bernie Taupin. So enjoy. Okay, now, on this episode of Bad Lyrics, of course I am talking about Elton John and Bernie Taupin. Now I'm lumping them together. They're lumped. Okay? Now the reason I'm doing that is because Elton John didn't really, as you know, write any of his songs. Maybe he wrote one album. But by and large, the material was written by Bernie Taupin. So I'm not going to talk about Elton John's songwriting if I'm not going to be talking about Elton John's songs. You understand? You get me? Okay. So anyhow, let's go on. Now, I like some Elton John songs. I really do. Some of them are classic, but some of them I really can't stand. A few of the ones I really hate are, let's see. I hate Crocodile Rock. Benny and the Jets is like slow poison being dripped into my brain. Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting causes me to turn the radio dial quicker away from that song, quicker than you can say, Saturday, 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 Saturday. I hate that song pretty badly. Also egregious is that song, Get Back, Honky Cat. I can't take that either. So on this broadcast, I'm not going to be talking about those songs because, frankly, I can't stomach them. I really don't want to go into them in depth because that would mean that I have to actually remind myself about them and their lyrics, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, anyhow, to begin with, Elton John's poor diction makes singing along with a lot of his songs really difficult, if not impossible. I mean, who among us can really sing the song Goodbye Yellow Brick Road without looking at the liner notes, reading the lyrics? Because from what he's singing it sounds like this. Road in a summer Tuesday, could have stayed on the park, listen to my old man. You know, you only are able to differentiate every like eighth word in the damn song. So who could sing along with that? It's frustrating. But anyhow, the theme to my webcast is bad lyrics. So let's talk about the bad lyrics in these songs, okay? The first song I will talk about is Your Song. Now, this is one of the most famous songs of all time. It's been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. It's on the it's number 137 on the Rolling Stones list of the top 500 songs of all time. So, you know, it's a classic tune. I mean, and people even use this song for their weddings. You know, they play it while they're walking down the aisle. Then again, half of weddings end in divorce. So you could say that the couples are not exactly spot on their decision making. You could make that assumption if half of them are ending in divorce and they're picking that song. Well, anyhow, let's get into actually reading the lyrics, okay? Because that's really why I'm here. Okay. The first song I'm going to read is Your Song, okay? It goes, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Now, it's obvious to me that this line, written by Taupin, was meant to fit in with the meter of the song, because he could have said the same thing with a lot fewer words, a lot simpler way. He could have said, I had this funny feeling inside. But no, he said, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Now, if I handed in a paper to my English class with that line on it, they would put a big red mark through it, say wordy, you know, awkward, and quite possibly they would kick me in the balls. They wouldn't like it. But he put that in the song, okay? The next line goes, I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. It's not a bad line, although a little awkwardly stated by saying, you know, I'm not one of those that can easily hide. Could have just said, you know, I'm, transparent, an open book. Simpler ways to say that too. But again, I think it's fitting in with the meter, and I guess that's excusable because of that reason. But anyhow, let's go on to the next line. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no. Now, aside from the awkwardness of this line, Why does he say he's a sculptor and then have to backtrack? Why is being a sculptor even included in the song? He could have just deleted it out if it was a stupid idea. There's really no reason to do that. Also, if a guy is considering marriage, supporting a wife, you would think that sculpting is not, foremost in his mind. Sculpting is a good career, really financially viable. I can make a lot of money. I mean, who sculpts these days? It's not a common profession. It's kind of an anomaly, isn't it? I mean, who sculpts? It's not lucrative. It's not a fast track career. I understand the guy's just saying, "Well, I could do this." I could. I understand he's discussing his options, but sculpting. I mean, he might as well say, "If I was an ark builder, or I was a cave decorator," and had more credibility. I'm going to write that in a song. If I was a cave decorator. Anyhow. Okay. Now, and then we come to the line, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. Put down in words. It's called writing, Taupin. Get a dictionary. Put down in words. What is that anyway? Put down in words. It's like some American Indian was talking. It's like they were saying, young squaw went to tree bark and put down in words, harvest season approaching. Stupid, isn't it? Okay. Next we come to the musical dud. That is Bernie Taupin's song, I Am Your Robot. I had never heard this song, but I couldn't believe someone would write a song with this title. Not to be confused with I, Robot by Isaac Asimov, but this is called I Am Your Robot. Okay, so let's read it. Let's try to dissect it. I've been beaming aboard her for a light year. From a strange craft, she's got a subtle touch on the silver key to a clockwork heart. Beaming aboard. Now, you'd think any song that has a Star Trek reference would have to be a classic song. But you'd be mistaken here, because the rest of it stinks. Listen to this insipid chorus. I am your robot. I am your robot. I am your robot man. I am your robot. I am your robot. I am your robot man. Oh, he's made that clear enough. Robot. Now, if this guy's a robot man, why can't we just turn him off? Because this is terrible. I'm not even sure if even the group Devo would have had the balls to include that kind of chorus in their material. And they wrote that's the lyric, "Are we not men? No, we are Devo." I mean, I don't think they could write a line this insipid. But anyhow, in conclusion, many think Taupin, because of his record of classic hits, is untouchable in his songwriting. I mean, you could kiss his ass all you want. Just gloss over the fact that he transposes the lyrics to "Candle in the Wind" whenever a famous celebrity dies. You could gloss over that, call the man a genius, but he can misfire with the same talent and gusto that he writes classic tunes. So just deal with that mediocrity. Just deal with it. Anyhow, this has been Mark Levitt with another crazy edition of Bad Lyrics. Continue to listen to the music, but continue to be skeptical of the lyrics.
Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.